You either grow or die. And I'll choose grow every time.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
Whenever a truth is heard, there's no going back. You are the main character in the video game of life.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim we worship.
I'm still waiting for somebody to show me gas pressure without a container.
None of the math adds up.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
This is exactly why grounding is so important.
It's all dualistic.
We see too far.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
Which one is it? Did a good one. What's up? I am very excited about tonight, actually, because I never talked to him really, except for backstage a little bit before this, but I feel we have a lot in common, and I think this is going to be a great conversation. But as always, before we get into that, don't forget to go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com, where you have, like, what is it now, Vince? 9 million? 9 million podcasts?
9 million and 2.
Yeah. You got the phone booth. You got Philosopher King. You got Here's the Thing. You've got The Pick Is In. You've got Fasting Fake. You've got Detoxing the Matrix. You got Translucid. You got Dualistic. You have Mind of Madness. And that's it, I think. I think that's all of them. And don't forget to check out
I guess
our
we
merch
lied.
store.
There wasn't 9 million.
I mean, you know, we exaggerated slightly.
Yeah,
that's
we
okay.
lied.
But check out our merch store. This is my favorite shirt right here, the Grow or Die. That's our motto. It just happens to spell out God. Don't worry about that. Just wear it. Starts great conversations. Get your Coffee Always Lays flat mug. Bring it to your office. It's great. You got your Upside Down Australia. You got Authenticity is the highest frequency. You got Fake to keep kids on drugs. That's how they roll. Also, Vince, this is all you.
Is it?
Can-Am Bullion.
Go to canambullion.com. Canambullion.com to get your gold, silver, platinum bars and silver coins and gold coins and all that shit.
You see that? Since last time I looked, I just made a bunch of fucking money because even though it says it's down, silver's at $106 an ounce. Your boy just made a grip of money just sitting here talking to you doing nothing because he was smart enough to buy silver. This is not financial advice. It's just common sense, people. But go to canambullion.com. Check it out. That's how we do it.
I thought it was like at 78 yesterday or something.
Last time we pulled it up, it was below $100 for sure. So I like it. I like it. That's what happens, man. Precious metals. That's why they're precious. Look
I don't want to jinx it. Maybe tomorrow it goes down. Maybe tomorrow it goes down to $500
while I was talking shit.
Yeah, but don't jinx it now. Yeah,
I won't. Okay, so let's pull this dude up. This is going to be a great time.
Ben.
What's going on, Ben? He's ready to go.
Oh, there's even an applause. Thank you very much. Thank
you. And you're outside. Tell me about that shit. You're a nature boy. You're a nature boy. Of course.
I record outside whenever I can. I just love being around the trees. I got my feet in the dirt. I just got... There's a little bit of wind. Just tell me if it gets too loud. I'll just figure something out. I just like being outdoors, man.
I thought it was a green screen.
Some people
green screens here, dude. We have green plants here.
No green screens, green plants. Some people talk about grounding on podcasts. Dude is actually grounding while he's doing the podcast.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And I suggested, in the beginning of this podcast that we would just be silent because of Artemis, right? Have a moment of silence. Let's do that for a second. A moment of silence for the Artemis, right?
Did the Artemis die? Okay, here we go. Okay, now that we had the moment
of... Who's done that? Nobody's done that. We're the first.
Great. Pioneers. Now that we've done the moment of silence for the Artemis, we will shortly get into destroying it, so it deserves a moment of silence. But before we do that, since this is the first time I'm getting to talk to you, we always ask people, well, we try to always ask people, unless we already know. So you clearly post about a lot of the same shit I do. Clearly a flat earther, all this. So when and how did you wake up? What was it that changed it for you, where you went from being a normal person that just everything's good to being like, something's not right?
It's been very recent, bro. Honestly, I talked to so many people that have been on this train for decades, and that is not me. I would say around 2022, I would say the first thing that I would consider like a rabbit hole that I went through is just learning that seed oils are not healthy, and like I'm drinking engine lubricant, and this is actually not good for me. I was in Texas, and I was like, dang, my entire life I was eating all this crap, and it was terrible for me. How did no one tell me this? And I just stopped eating it and realized that I could go out in the sun and didn't burn anymore. And I was like, okay.
Weird.
That's weird. And I went through the whole health thing. I was experimenting with all sorts of diets, figured out healthy food, and that we were totally lied to about all of that. And I'm happy to say I had a nice, big, delicious steak before I came here. That's my new favorite food. And just been going through all sorts of rabbit holes after that. I really think Bitcoin, honestly, the Bitcoin community, I got into that, and they're big questioners, and they have a lot of interesting ideas as well. So that kind of kickstarted me just meeting all those people and getting into learning how the Federal Reserve and all the fiat money stuff and looking at history through a different lens. And the whole flat earth thing is the newest of them all, bro. That's like last year.
What?
2025.
Wow.
Literally 2025.
Get the fuck.
Yeah. So basically last year was the two things that I wanted to learn about was, one, the power that the tiny hats have over the world. And
good. He already knows the code.
I know you guys are. It feels good. Like these are two big ones right now.
Yeah.
And so those two things, that and the shape of the earth, are like the top. I think those are the two S tiers of all the rabbit holes, at least so far that I've found.
I have to say this while you said that right now, because we went through this before, but you remember a little while like back when people were like, someone broke the code of Grok and got to tell people like what their account did that was wrong. When it did mine, the only two, like, I talk about everything, viruses being fake, nukes being fake, all of these things. The only things it commented on was 90% of it was the tiny hats and flat earth. Those are the only things it mentioned. So you started off that year great, on a great mission, man.
And I started talking about it at the perfect time, because as we were talking about before this, somehow the algorithm just doesn't give a fuck anymore. You can just post whatever you want and everywhere, and it's just flying. And people, because so many people are asking questions about this stuff and just curious about it. I think that the flat Earth one is even above the Jews personally, because Oh, can I not say that word? Is that a bad word?
No, you
All right, we'll say coin clippers. I need like a list of adjectives or synonyms.
But hold
the
on,
sad
Ben.
thing is that's the only thing that seems to affect streams is when you say that one specific word.
Yeah, each time you say it, you're gonna hear this. Okay.
Well, I'll keep a tally of my score. I think I can. I can do this.
So did you say that you basically woke up to shit in 2022? Is that what you said?
No, not this stuff. Like those two were last year, bro. Like literally last year.
Okay, but in general, like when people say I woke up to the conspiracies of the world at this time. When did you start to wake up from being a normie or whatever?
Yeah, so I would say 2022 is when I started just rubbing a couple of neurons together.
That's just yesterday, man.
Healthier
2022 is yesterday.
Yeah. And just started eating healthier, and then 2023, got deeper into Bitcoin and started being like, okay, like conspiracy theorists are right about some things. And it was just like one step at a time. Like if you just lay out the whole list of all the conspiracies, I just kind of started chipping away at them. And this is why I believe in just spamming all sorts of content about everything all the time, which I do. I don't stick with a niche because different questions resonate with everyone. Like there's different things that certain people will connect with. And I even made a post about this a few weeks ago, which I find fascinating, is how you learn more about different types of people, like even genders. I've found that women connect with the flat earth thing much faster than men do. Really? And it's the opposite for the coin clippers because there's such an emotional just foundation is built around the tiny hats over a lifetime of all these Holocaust movies and everything. I can say that word.
Yeah. Yes.
Barely. Barely.
So we're just given so many emotions to feel like so sad about these terrible things that happen. And if you're a terrible person, if you have anything critical to say about them. And so women just have that really strong emotional connection to that, where if you feed men something logical, like, hey, isn't it kind of weird that the gas chamber door is made of wood and has a window on it? Then they'll be like, that is kind of weird. And then they'll start asking questions. You can't give it simply to a girl like that. But for the flat earth thing, women, I feel like, have a stronger connection with the natural world around us in a way. They have a more intimate connection with nature and how it all flows together. And I had a girl DM me just a few days ago about a post I made on X, just showing just a GIF of the sun and the moon making the yin and yang symbol and how that perfectly flows. And she just messaged me, says like, holy crap, this is like, that actually makes so much sense. To send me more. Like, I want to learn more about this, because
tell me more.
Yeah. Because women are just more in that spiritual side of things. And it's so hard to find people that get both of these things. And I don't know, this is another thing we talked about, Ted, offline, was that one of the things I think is so important is just bridging the gap between all of these different rabbit hole communities, because they all sprout up these communities of people who are super passionate about this one thing, and they kind of get stuck there most of the time.
Yeah.
And I want them to just be more open to breaking through to the next one, because when you really just start going through all the rabbit holes like a crazy maniac, then that's when you finally, in my opinion, just throw the veil out the window and you just really see what the world is. And that's always the goal.
See, this
you
gives
realize
me hope.
if they can lie about this thing and that thing, then they can lie about everything. And now I need to look into all of it, because it gives you hope, Vince.
This gives me hope because
yeah.
Ben here just a few days ago was a normie, and here he is planning out how to wake up people. That shit gives me fucking hope. Like.
Hopium.
Yes. Hopium galore.
That's true. 2022 is like barely. That was so COVID didn't wake you up.
What the fuck?
Not really, bro. Not really. Like I was living in New Zealand. I was just I was chilling. I was just like, I'm just gonna go read some books in this little tiny house and just wait until this blows over. And it didn't really rattle me because I was not thinking about stuff critically at that point. I was drinking soy milk and cereal every day still, and just like totally fluoridated, full of seed oils. So, yeah, I was like, I'm brand new to this stuff, and like you said, my own story motivates me to just go harder, because I know there's so many people out there that just need a couple of the right sparks.
Yeah, and you never know what it'll be.
All this stuff. Mm-hmm.
Like with you, it was seed oils, and look where that led. So you never know what it'll be. That's why you got to post about a bunch of stuff.
And it was all through social media that I learned this stuff. Just finding the right Instagram reels and posts that just got me questioning things. So the more we can pump out and get out there, that's seriously creating change. And it can be a meme, or it can be a long form video, or whatever type of content people like to make. I say just figure out what you like and what you're good at, and just go crazy with it.
Agreed.
And let me ask you, do you feel like whatever's happened to you, that there is no going back now? Like,
of course,
you can't, right? What is that shit? You can't go back to the soy drinking guy anymore.
Absolutely not. I mean, it's like the Matrix. Once you're unplugged, there's no way you're going back to that. It doesn't matter how much pain you have to go through, how many friends you lose, how many family you lose, which I've lost all those things.
Right? We all have.
You have to just step up and keep going.
You took the pill.
Yep. All the
and
pills.
Here you are.
There's so many pills I've taken.
But let me say this though. I hope you don't take the black pill, because
never. That's the one pill I refuse.
That's dangerous.
I put that aside. White pills only.
I saw what you did
that
there.
Too. I know. That was good.
It's because the black pill takes you to hell, basically, because you think there is no chance. Everybody's evil. There is no hope. We can't do anything unless we all magically wake up at the same time, which that don't happen without the steps. You know, we need to build the bridge.
It's a process, man, because we've just been so indoctrinated. Just you can just see it walking around. The NPC brain is real. It's rough, and it's the black pill can sometimes be scratching at your back a little bit.
Yes.
And kind of be tempting, trying to lure you in, because you just walk around a crowd and everyone's just zombies.
Yeah,
people with
I know.
babies in their stroller with an iPad 2 inches in front of their face, already have glasses on at like 2 years old, like just feeding them French fries and garbage, and it's so rough to see how many people are still so lost, but. One of the things that I always remember is it's not going to take a majority to create change. It just takes a really pissed off, intransigent minority of people.
A certain
who figure it out
percentage.
and really force the Overton window in the right direction, and the rest of the people will follow. Because a lot of people are just followers by nature, so the leaders have to step up and give them something better to follow, and they'll figure it out eventually.
Yep.
Absolutely. And also, let me ask you this. When you were a normie, how was your view on NPCs or people? Did you still see them as NPCs at that time, or did you?
Never even thought about it. I wasn't thinking about any of this stuff.
Oh, you're like, hey, this is an interesting guy. At a fucking party or something.
My consciousness level was not at the point of really analyzing just where people were at spiritually, you know? And when I try to think back, and like, you know, I tried to think spiritually. I dated some girls that talked about astrology and stuff, but I wasn't really thinking about it and really diving into it. I didn't have that drive to learn stuff. And I think that this is one of the reasons why I think that the health component is one that I personally feel like I need to like make sure to keep that as the anchor point that I continue sharing stuff about, because if people aren't healthy, you can talk about any rabbit hole ever, but their brain is just not, doesn't have the tools to work through it. They're in an emotional state. They're tired. They just don't have the energy. And because I think back in my old self, I was like, I was always tired. I had acne all over my face. I just didn't have drive. My testosterone was way lower. Like I have more testosterone now at 31 than I've ever had in my life. Way more than when I was like 18. I'm just like constantly just energized to do shit. And that makes me excited to like help the next generation out so they don't have to waste so many years figuring it out. Like so many.
Would you say that your confidence? Would you say that your confidence also got a boost?
You know, I never had a problem with confidence. I was always a confident guy growing up. That wasn't really an issue for me. Because I still worked out and hit the gym hard and just felt like I looked good and all that stuff. But now the confidence is much deeper. It's more of a soul level confidence.
Mental.
Yeah. Like the confidence covers more areas of life. It's mental, physical, spiritual, and just when you feel like you understand the way the world works, it gives you a different aura for sure. Because
before it was like you were confident in that bracket. And now you're confident in the way that you realize that bracket doesn't matter. Like, you're way above that, like, confident in that way. At least that's how I feel about it.
Pretty much like, oh, if I hit the gym and have big muscles and I, like, talk the right way at the party, like, I'm confident. Like, that was my level of confidence. I felt pretty good, and I was probably more confident than most people around, unfortunately, like, because a lot of people are just not confident most of the time. Like, everyone's just stressed out and anxious and depressed. Again, that all comes down to health. But
what interests me is that, so yes, you only woke up a few years ago. So 2022, 4 years ago. How old are you? How old did you say?
I'm 31 now. Born in 94.
So you were 27. So you technically in your life woke up earlier than I did, just in the timeline later. But that also gives me hope because it took me till my mid to almost late 30s, 2016, and I'm 43 now? 43.
Yeah, 43. No, 44. You're becoming 44.
I'll be 44 this year. I'm 43 right now. But
I love the co-host relationship. He knows you better than you know yourself. Right?
I'm actually very surprised about that because he's always like, we don't do small talk, bro. We don't do that.
We don't do small talk.
I know, but that's what's weird is how the fuck you know how. But anyway,
I remember that. Yeah.
It's just interesting that you woke up at a younger age, much younger than I did. And went at it hard. Like, that's rapid. It's
been a wild ride, for sure.
In 4 years, you literally went from seed oils are bad for you to holy shit, the Holocaust was fake. I can't. I'm sorry.
Holocaust.
The Hall of Cost.
Yeah, the Hall of Cost.
That was a bad time.
It cost you your account, yeah.
So, what you mentioned it before, and I forgot to touch on it. So, when you were talking about the wooden doors and the windows, I've been to Auschwitz. My old
band. I went there last summer.
So when you went there, are the doors still wooden with the glass?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because when I went, they were.
I was trying to move it to like the door that you see in all the pictures. I was trying to move it to like make it a better photo. I waited for the tour to get ahead. And I was like, let me move this thing. I want to get like the whole door in there. And it's like plastered in place, so they don't let you move it, but it's still a
so that's why
window.
I always found it funny that when I post stuff about it, people are like, "That's not true. The doors aren't wood." I was like, "I've fucking been there. I promise you, it is. At least it was back then. This was a long time ago, but still." I saw it, and at that time, I will say I was not awake. I was walking through there like, "Oh my god, this is so dark. This place is so dark." But I mean,
like
there's a pool there, but like,
yeah.
Why is there a pool? That's weird. It must have been something else before this. And then I go over here like, oh, this is weird. It's like, I didn't notice the things, but I saw the things. So now when I see them talked about, I know they're real because I saw them. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy shit.
It takes the process of seeds being planted and then just kind of getting that home run swing of like really figuring it out. And for me, I already had the seeds planted and had been researching it for a while. And when I got there, I was kind of looking around like, is there going to be some Palantir drone trying to snipe me? Because I've been posting about this for a while. And just going in there, I've never seen so much security. Like there's more security than airport in there. You have to go through like all these different like scanners and things, and there's security cameras all over. There's like total lockdown. There's like jail walls making sure you can't go to the areas where they have like the cafeteria and the swimming pool. You can't go there. They don't let you go to the chimney that's built into the ground anymore because too many people figured
I
that
know
one out.
that's something also. So I noticed at the time, I was like, that's weird, but like I just assumed
so you saw that on
didn't.
The tour?
Yeah, I would just assume because when I went, this was maybe 2006.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't locked down. Like there's
a lot less noticing going on. They let
another
the
crazy story I'll tell you guys off camera that I can't say because it's not my story to tell live, but it's fucking crazy. Anyway, so yeah, when I went, it was you could go almost anywhere. Like there was a tour, but then they just let you wander the grounds. Nothing was blocked off. I walked right up. I touched that railing that you see on the pool in the old pictures. I did all that.
Dip off the diving board?
Like Scrooge McDuck, motherfucker, right in there. But so like when I did go there, I didn't look at things the same, and I was like, oh, look at all this hair. Because they have the glass
carpet made of human hair. That was the one.
And then they have the room that's full of fake limbs and stuff that they supposedly took from people, and then a room full of luggage and all this stuff. And I'm like, back then I was like, this is so horrible. Oh my god. And now I'm like, I mean,
it's a Hollywood movie set.
This doesn't mean it's like a Disney World ride. It's like the fucking years past thing, like, hey, let's go around. It was insane.
There's little plaques on the different buildings they walk you through. One has like the Road of Death on there, and it's like a bunch of like fake pictures of. It's madness, dude. It's crazy, and like I said, in my tour group I was with, there's this like German mother who was just like bawling the entire time we were walking through this, and I just wanted to grab her by the fucking collar and just pull her aside and be like, wake the fuck up, this is not real. None of these things happen.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
I know this excites you guys, but if we want to have an episode that might not get taken down, we should move to the Artemis.
I'm looking at the clock. I was making sure that at 30 minutes we got to it because him and I talked about it before. I was like, I got
but I just want to say this, though. Whatever you can't speak about, that means there's something there. So if we can't speak about whatever this was, that means there's something there. I just want to say that. But it seems like going to the Artemis thing, I saw on Twitter, there's a bunch of people hating on you, Ben, and hating on you, Ted. A bunch of Globies. Tell me about that shit. Do you get a lot of hate from the Globetards?
More than anything else I talk about. And I'm sure you've seen that too. It's just, it is unbelievable how emotional people are about their ball. When you tell them they don't live on a spinning ball that's flying 2 million miles per hour through the universe, they get angry.
And you were a Globie just a year ago or something?
Literally. Like, yeah. New Year 2025. I would say the first... So I actually went on to Nostr, and the way that I found this in the first place was... I just watched Europa: The Last Battle in early 2025, which I'm sure you guys have heard of and seen.
Whoa.
That one really blew a whole lot of my normie armor off. Like, oh my god, like, I've been lied to about so much. Everything's insane. And I was just at that threshold of like, all right, throw me everything. I went on to Nostra. I'm like, where are the flat earthers at? Give me the crazy flat earthers. I'm ready. give me the last conspiracy that has to be fake, right? Surely that one is not true. And I just said, like, send me documentaries. Like, I'm feeling crazy, and some guy sent me some movies, and I watched them, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm gonna go kill myself. Like, this is fucking true.
You know what's crazy about it, though? You know what the turning point was in all of that, and the most important words you said was, I watched them, and is if you watch them, it will wake you up. It's just getting people to watch it because I believed. I mean, I wasn't a space bro. I didn't really care. I was just a regular fucking dude that was like, yeah, we live on a ball, whatever. And I used to talk about the stars and shit and like how, this and that, like all that. But I wasn't really into it. But it was just this. But then, for me, real quick, I'll go through it fast. Before we get to destroying Artemis, we heard how it got to you.
Let's see it.
So, I've been married 8 years now. This was about at 4 years. And me and my wife are like bros. We never argue. One night, we got into some stupid argument about some dumb shit where I was like, I'm going to sleep on the couch tonight. And I went and I was laying on the couch and I was like watching YouTube videos. And I came across a Mandela effect video, and I was like, and it fucked me up because, real quick, The cornucopia one, that's how I learned the word cornucopia. For anyone to tell me that wasn't on there, they're lying, because I remember a memory where I asked my mom, what's that thing? Oh, that's a cornucopia on the Fruit of the Loom label. So I'm watching this and I'm like, holy shit, dude. Fucking Mandela. Oh my, I know this, like fucking the Luke Skywalker thing, this, that, like, no, oh my God, what's going on? And then that was back when you watch something and YouTube would give you another video along the same thing. And then a flat earth video came up and I laughed at myself and I said, holy shit, I can't believe that I just believed this Mandela effect video from the same dude who's posting a flat earth video. I'm going to watch this and I'm going to laugh so hard and I'm going to bring it to Bill at work tomorrow and I'm going to fucking show him and we're going to have a great laugh. This was at like 11:30 at night. 3 o'clock in the morning, I was like, what the fuck? The earth is fucking flat, because I was like taking claim. Well,
wow.
It really was one night, because it was like 4 to 5 hours of just watching a video and pausing and being like, no, that can't be true. And then checking it out and being like, okay, holy fuck, that's weird. And then doing this, and it was like a crash course. So then I did go to work the next day, showed the videos to Bill, and I was like, dude, you got to talk me out of this. I think the fucking earth is flat, man. You need to talk me out of this. And he's like, bro, you dug too deep into that shit, man. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, just watch this and then you tell me what you think. And I had my own AC business at the time. We were driving down to Miami to put AC in a studio for some recording person. And I was like, I'll drive, you watch. Before that drive was over, he was like depressed. He was sad on life. He was like, dude, what? I don't know if I can work today,
Which video
bro.
was it?
Like,
do you remember the video?
It was many. It was it was Eric Dubé's 100 Proofs.
Perfect.
It was Hibbler's, or not Hibbler's.
Bangers.
Hibbler's was the next one, but what was the one?
ODD TV.
Yes,
Sean Hibbler.
that's it. ODD
Yeah, that's
TV,
like
the
trio,
20
dude.
proofs
Yeah.
or whatever, and then Hibbler, which we've had Hibbler on. He's a fucking great dude. It was awesome.
I need to have him on my podcast too. I love his stuff.
You should get him.
He's a great dude. What's funny is he's the video producer, and for the first 30 minutes he was on, we had to work to fix his video
with you
because it
guys?
wasn't
Oh,
good.
shit.
Yeah, it was all fucked up. We couldn't see him. I was like, what's going on? But no, anyway, he was awesome. But yeah, so that's how it happened for me. And then it was like I spent the next 6 months trying to prove myself wrong. I was like, I have to be wrong. This is insane. And then I couldn't. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to start, because like Bill told me, you've learned, this was actually, it was 2016 when I found Flat Earth. I started a Twitter, which was my first ever social media account in 2024. February of 2024, I think. Yeah. Because Bill was like, you've spent years fucking looking this stuff up. You're selfish if you don't go out there and share it with people. You have a way of telling people this. Go do it.
Love it.
And I honestly was worried, because I was like, I'm going to put these out there and somebody's going to come in my comments and totally fucking destroy me. And I don't know how to respond. It hasn't happened yet. So I'm pretty sure it's never going to happen, because I'm just a regular dude who looks at shit in a different way. And I can battle scientists because they don't live in reality. It's always, they said this and this weird test and that test. And it's like, no, show me in a real world way what you mean. And then it all falls apart. So that's how I got here.
One of the constants across every one of these rabbit holes, when you learn that something that is so foundational to our worldview, whether it be the health stuff that I went through first, like I talked about, or the financial side, every single time the professionals, the PhD, master degree, like super, spent their whole life studying this stuff, they are the most retarded on it.
Yes,
because
exactly.
they have just been consuming textbooks straight from the source of their lives their entire life. They've built their entire reputation on this. They believe that they are the master of the universe on this topic, and they just have a impenetrable wall of confidence around it. So they're the most useless to talk to. And I have these people coming into my comments, I'm sure you do too, and it's so easy to see where they're wrong, but it's just impossible to really have a dialogue. And I really respect the people that do go out and talk to those people on podcasts and stuff. I don't really do that because I don't want my podcast to be like a debating show. And I don't feel like I'm a great debater in that anyway. So I usually just bring on people that didn't know what's going on.
Yeah. Would you say that they're
I want
like...
to get to the grassroots people anyway. And like arguing with an expert is not really the type of content I'm looking at. But it's so fascinating when you realize that people that have absolutely zero education on anything have a much better baseline than any of the experts.
Well, because what is education? It's programming. Anyway, sorry, Vince. You were trying to say something.
Do you think like they're like human chatbots? Like, these experts, like they just regurgitate the fucking program that they've been plugging inside of their brain.
Think about how you become an expert or how you become a professor or even a teacher. You become the best good at reciting what they taught you in order to recite it to the next generation.
Just like a chatbot.
I would expect for them to be the most programmed people ever because they literally shined at their programming. Like, I'm great at my programming. See? I can do it too.
And you got to give respect where it's due. These programs are extremely comprehensive. Yeah. Especially the Globe Earth heliocentrism program. They have an answer for most of the things that works with their model. It just doesn't pass the common sense test. And you just can't technically disprove it, but it just goes against all sense. And the perfect example of this is just the numbers and the speeds of things. Like the thing that I just am pulling my hair out is I post things about how they say that satellites are going at 17,000 miles per hour, like 10 times faster than a speeding sniper bullet. And they said that that's how fast the Artemis crew was going in space. And I'm telling people, guys, think about how fast that is. That's 10 times faster than a speeding sniper bullet.
Do you think a human body can handle
millions of pieces of space junk out there, according to NASA themselves, 40,000 plus satellites, all flying around at 10 times the speed of a sniper bullet in all random directions everywhere, and they're not even worried they're just going to get vaporized at any millisecond. And they say, like, oh, no, there's a lot of space between them, and, like, oh, you wouldn't be able to feel that because you're in orbit. And these things make no sense to someone who just thinks about it, but because it fits their technical model, you can't, like, they just don't get that it's wrong.
It's insane to me, man. So we're going to get into the Artemis stuff because I feel like you and me together and Vince, but Vince is more of just, I feel it and I know it. And I'm the one who breaks shit down. But I feel like we'll look at things differently. I agree. But before, I just want to ask you a question, if you want to answer it. I feel like you're someone who went to college and went through. And okay.
Of course. Yeah.
So how do you feel about that now?
Great. I'm glad you asked that because, I went to the University of Washington in Seattle. I grew up all around Washington my whole life. I'm on Whidbey Island right now where I grew up. So I've always been in the Northwest. And the cool thing about that is I do a lot of traveling. So I pass through Seattle to anytime I'm going to the airport to go fly somewhere. And a new thing I've added to my routine every once in a while is I'll actually grab an Airbnb close to the college I went to and just like go get my work done, record podcast episodes around campus because it's a beautiful campus and it's really also just fascinating to walk around with just totally new eyes, see all these people. I remember the first time I did this and I just like had my backpack on, walking to campus like I was back in college again. Just the sky was just filled with chemtrails. It was just like a grayed out, disgusting chemtrail sky. And I'm just walking around knowing that there isn't a single one of these college educated people here that has any idea what's going on right above their heads right now. Like the sky is wide open. It's right there. You can see it. The sky is looked out, but people just have their heads down with their headphones on. They're going to class. They're just getting downloaded with bullshit in their classes and they have no idea what's happening above their heads.
That's kind of what I was getting at is like you probably learn more on YouTube than you did with your. That's
well, I would say like BitChute. Like, give me. I need some weirder places than YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that sparked it and got you going down the path probably,
of
and then oh shit, and then yeah.
When I look back at my college years and just that whole period I spent, I'm super thankful that my family helped out with the cost, so I'm not in a huge amount of debt. So I don't really have that
exactly
like truly making me bitter about the experience. But when I look at what I actually learned, the main things I learned in college were just social stuff. Like I lived in a fraternity house with a bunch of guys, and
you're like I learned how to
really
do keg
broke
stands.
out of my social shell that I was in. I was a shy guy before that. I gained the confidence, like I talked about, and learned how to talk to people, and you know made a bunch of friends, and that was great. Mm-hmm. But the entire school side was just completely useless.
So imagine the kid who busted their ass and ignored their friends getting that social interaction through school because they had to get this scholarship because their family didn't have the money to help them, and then they had to take on this debt to do it, and now they're hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt with the interest probably, not using their degree, and learned a bunch of Rockefeller-sponsored bullshit. Like, I feel for those people. And it's funny because if you ask them, they feel for me because I stopped at high school and was like, nah, I'm going to go on tour. I'm not going to do that thing.
And drop out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you didn't go to college. Well, I can't even talk to you because, you know, you don't know anything. Like, you literally know what was like curated for you to know. That's what you know. It's
they're not only
insane to
instilled
me.
with fake information, but they're instilled with a really just holier than thou attitude around all of it. Even if you're not, even if it's not your major or whatever, you're like, oh, I'm college educated, so I'm smarter than those idiots that went off to trade school and learned how to like do plumbing or electrician or like actual things that fix stuff in the real world.
I owned my own HVAC company for years.
Yeah.
Did it all with no fucking college degree, and I have zero debt. Thanks, dudes. Like,
and I 100%, if you would have asked me when I was, 18 to 23 years old, when I was going through college and right after, I'd be like, oh, thank God I'm not one of those people that went off and like doing like a blue collar work. Like that's for losers, Can
I
but
ask
now
you,
I look
Ben,
back at those people and I'm like, have so much more respect for them because like they're actually doing things that fix stuff. That's important. Yeah. I was the one that was getting fooled for all those years.
Yeah, Ben, can I ask you, when did you drop the shyness?
I was never extremely shy, but I kind of had a little bit of, I would say, like, so I grew up in a really small town. The one I'm in right now, it has like 2,000 total people. And I grew up with the same people around me my entire childhood. So it was like a family environment. I didn't really get that experience of meeting new people. And so the first year of college, my freshman year, was extremely rough because it was just so many people everywhere. They were all super different than me. And I went from having like the highest in the class GPA in high school and getting to this nice school. And now I'm the biggest idiot in the school, basically. It's just filled with Japanese people that came over here specifically to do all these crazy degrees.
Yeah.
And so it was a stressful time. And of course, I had no idea how to talk to girls because I had none of that in high school. I had my first kiss when I was like 18,
the number one advice, never suck up to them, never kiss ass. That's the worst thing ever. If you're too
to
nice.
Women, you mean?
Yeah, to women.
Oh yeah.
They will
That's
put
one
you
of
in
the
the
things I
friend
learned
zone
a lot about in college.
instantly.
It was like all the things I was wrong about for that. For sure. That was useful.
They like when you're like an asshole almost a little bit.
So let me throw it out right now.
When you really know what your mission in life is and what your purpose is and that you're sure of yourself. And here's what's interesting is that I actually got like a lot of success with women in college, even though I was a total loser looking back at it now, because all that you really need at that young age is to like look decent and be confident at that low consciousness level like I talked about.
Yeah,
you have to put on a confident face and like work out, hit the gym a little bit. And you're already better than most people. Like a lot of people are just fat slobs, unfortunately, even at that age when you should be in your prime.
I could see you in college, like, politics, man. Right?
I had no clue what was happening in the world. But the girls are all being poisoned too. They're all full of birth control. So they're going for these loser guys. Like that's probably,
and the makeup shit. I've been hearing about the
total
things
poison.
right? The things they're putting on their
all
face.
the makeup that the women are wearing is just going straight into their bloodstream and just poisoning their hormones. And then their doctor tells them, "Oh yeah, you have all these problems. Let's give you more pills." And the whole medical system is horrible.
Fucked up.
I was gonna say real quick, I'm gonna officially right now because I can see it's gonna happen. We're gonna have you back for a part 2, right? We can do this again because
at least one.
Yeah.
I think multiple.
Let's do that shit.
There's too much to talk about. We just gotta let it flow.
It is.
Let's
try to get into Artemis a little bit. But fuck, what were we just talking about?
Health,
the girls'
college,
blah blah blah.
Shyness,
life,
school.
Yeah, that's right. So you're doing well
college.
for someone who is shy. So for me, I had like in school, I was the person who was like, "Look, guys." And they put you in groups. I'll do all the work if you talk in front of people because I don't want to talk in front of anybody. I'm petrified. Then I went on tour for like 8 years in a band, playing in front of tens of thousands of people, but still talking in front of people, petrified. If you go back and listen to the first episode of this podcast, you can hear my voice quivering because I'm so fucking nervous. And there wasn't even a camera. It was just audio. And I was so nervous because this is so outside of my realm of comfort. But now, look at me now.
Yeah.
Now I'm here just being a fucking asshole live. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Because it's important. People who are nervous about talking in front of people and doing all that, no one will ever know their true self. And their true self is most likely someone amazing that will inspire people. And they spend their entire lives, and me too, I'm not excluding myself. They'll spend their entire lives so afraid to step outside of that. And I never would have done this if it wasn't for Bill. And he told me to fucking step out and do it. My best friend for like 25 years was like, you just need to do this. And if I didn't do that, no one would have ever heard all the stuff I've said. I never would have got the messages from people that were like, I was going to kill myself, and then I found one of your posts and found Flat Earth, and it changed my life. The people who like, which I'm not proud of, but like I had to leave my husband because we just see things differently, and now I'm much better. Like, these are life-changing things to me that my social media account has created. And like, so for the people who, that's why we pride ourselves in finding people who want to start a podcast but don't know how, and they have something to say. But that's how we built this whole thing. Was I like what you're saying. You can do it. I know you don't have the confidence, but I see it. We're going to get you there. And that's what we do, is because everyone's voice is important. And the probably, in my mind, the most important voices yet are still the people that are afraid to speak up. Because once they do, it's fucking over. We all win once they come forward. So if you're listening to this, just like Galactic Core, he has started his own shit in the comments there. He started his own stuff. He's doing his thing. Fucking kudos on that. I watched your episode. I didn't watch the whole thing. It's 2 hours long. I was watching it at work, listening. I watched a lot of it. It's very fucking good. The ending, primo. But just get out there and do it. Just fucking do it, because what's the worst that's gonna happen? No one's gonna pay attention to what you say. You're not saying anything now, so no one even has the option to pay attention to what you're saying. So
and
just
you
do
have
it.
To live stream it. You can just record it yourself and not even post it if you don't like it. But
yeah,
I think you're gonna.
Dude, I didn't live
how it
stream for the
sounds.
first year or more. Just I can cut this out. I can do this, and now I'm like, fuck it. Like,
and think
just do
about
it.
how powerful it is. You got your own streaming service, kind of a deal, like your own streaming network, or like you can stream shit. Like if everybody did that, that's like a small little, what would you call it, news outlet, like a media platform or something. You know what I mean? Like if everybody did that, and if everybody was spreading the truth, like you said, it would be over.
Yeah.
And I think we're already really strongly heading in that direction. And we can say what we will about Joe Rogan. He's a total normie in most of the things he talks about now, which is unfortunate. But no one can deny he pushed the needle forward for the independent creator scene.
He did.
Of
in lots of ways. Yeah.
So many people just threw the news out the window, decided I'm going to listen to Joe Rogan instead.
Dude, even when he tries to protect the narrative, like when he had a flat earther on or something.
Roger Avery.
Yeah, yes, the one where he pulled up the stream, right? The stream where there was a little cutoff in the. Even that was great.
That line in the middle of the screen.
Right? I know. But we jumped on that and fucking went into it because
that was kind of the springboard that got me this huge wind of attention on X in the last couple months.
Really?
Was just really going hard on that exact clip because he nailed it. Joe is trying so hard to gatekeep and like do right. It can't be fake, and then he pulls it up and planned. It's like totally fake, clearly.
Yeah, that didn't seem like it was planned. Joe Rogan was like, well, what about this? What about this? Look at this stream of NASA. Well. And then, bam, the truth hit. You know?
I literally, someone was like, it's on Rogan right now. It's on Rogan live stream. Cut the feed, cut the feed, cut the feed. That's what it was.
And then they're like, absolutely nailed his approach to it. The way that Roger was feeding it to him was he never said he's a flat earther, but he was just asking questions, which like sometimes I just let loose and just go straight after what I believe, and that's just my style. I can't always hold it down. But I think the ideal way to wake people up is just to stick really to those guns of just asking questions and make people think themselves.
Dude, this Artemis thing, so there's this old dude I know. He's like in his 70s, and I've tried to convince him of flat earth so many times. Can't do it. This Artemis thing came up. It was like, like a fucking gift from God, because I started showing him stuff and he's like, well, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, you're right, it doesn't.
Music to our ears.
I know. Look at this now. Look at this. Vince, I see you
doing boomers are expert mode, man. If you can get a boomer awakened, that's like a gold medal for you.
But do you think that they did it on the April 1st day? Like, what was that?
April.
Why did they
that
choose
should have been the end of it,
right? These April fucking dummies, they still don't get it. Yeah.
Which, oddly enough, for people who don't know, the very first image that NASA released of the globe Earth that showed a curve was also on April Fool's Day. Yes, the very first ever. Google, Vince. Oh, you can't. Hold on, I'll look it up while you guys are talking.
Maybe I can.
I remember that. Yep.
We use Google because Globies believe Google, so we should use Google.
You have to
very first
speak in their language of indoctrination as much as you can.
Exactly, you have to.
The first image of Earth was from space was captured on October 24th.
Hold on,
I got to post on it too. I'll check my Twitter.
1946. What? How could the first image of Earth from space be captured on October 21st, 1946? Isn't that like 20-something?
They got that image, and then a few years later, they went to the moon.
I got it. Do you want me to pull it up real quick?
Yes, please.
Let me try my screen share thing. Let's see if this works. I'll do the tab.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me if you can you see it?
Yep. Here we go.
Okay, yeah.
So
this was, so the first photo of Earth from a weather satellite taken by the TIROS-1 satellite on April 1st, 1960. Early photographs provide new information on cloud system, blah, 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 blah. It's fake.
April 1st.
It's not even a perfect sphere. Look how, like, that weird shape on it.
Well, it's apparently pear-shaped, right?
Interesting.
That's when they did it. So, let's fucking do this, man. Let's do this, and then on episode 2, we'll finish it up, and then you'll get back. So can you do next Wednesday at this time?
Of course.
It'll be back-to-back episodes. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
next
it.
Wednesday, same time. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. So, let's start with the launch, I guess. That's the appropriate place to start.
Yep.
Because, I have plenty to say about them.
Exactly. That's every single one of these steps from the April 1st day to just the first 2 minutes of the launch is just a gold mine of bullshit that you can just give people. Anyone with a true open mind can see that there's so many problems with this.
Do you think they're trying to show us? Do you think? It's so obvious. It's like the Nutella floating by. Like, what the fuck?
I was a little bit nervous coming into this, to be honest, because I knew that this is like showtime for us flat earthers. Like, okay, NASA's gonna give us a bunch of content, and it's either gonna be like, what I was nervous about was they're gonna have some crazy AI, because
that we don't know about. Yep.
That they have some insane AI, and it's gonna look super real, and there's not much we can really say, and the normies are just gonna get even more dug into it.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like, fake. You're just saying it's fake, but like.
Yeah. And there's still a few like pictures they gave of the Earth that look decent. I mean, as much as CGI does, and people still believe it, but there's so much other stuff that was all around it that was totally obvious. So they're not using their 70 million per day wisely.
So why aren't they? Yeah.
If we want to talk about real quick, Vince, can you share screen or no?
No.
Okay, I'll do it. Hold on. I will text it myself, because
I don't know why this box doesn't go away after Ben shared the screen. But anyways,
it's our third guest.
Yeah,
there we go. I can So it's not just because it's my post, but I feel like it's important to share because I made this completely obviously AI video. It's insanely obvious to me and anyone who has a brain. But people in the comments were literally like, even people I'm a little bummed were about it. We're talking about it. Like, is this real, Grok? I'm like, oh my God.
Say the
Holy shit. Exactly. We got to show you our new shirt. Anyway. So real quick, I will pull this up. Put it. I know I did that. Thanks, Tom. So real quick, yes, the skeleton in the camera right there.
Wow.
So
amazing. I love it.
It was. It's gone.
Okay. I can see it. Can you not see it?
No, I can see it. So the post, I said, breaking. On the Artemis II historic flyby of the moon, they were able to capture this startling footage of the brave cameraman who filmed the takeoff of the first Apollo mission from the moon. The little-known fourth member of the Apollo 11 crew, astronaut Bo Gus, sacrificed his life to get amazing footage of the lunar takeoff that we have all seen throughout our lives. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Gus family, and our country is forever grateful for all that Bo was willing to give for our beautiful country. God bless NASA. Man. And people in the comments are literally like, Grok, is this true? Other people like, yeah, nice, bro. Yeah, like, even some truthers took it seriously, but other people, it was disappointing.
Bring up the comments.
it was disappointing, but it's just people. That's just my point. People will believe anything if you tell them it's from NASA, and that was even a post from me, a known smartass liar, and they still believed it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. So we got to look at this fucking Artemis footage.
Yeah,
you have some. You have the launch ready, Ben?
Yeah. Should I jump in with some?
Yeah, jump in.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll just start with. I didn't really put them in order, but let's try this. That's you. So even before. So this is before. Oh, share this tab instead. Okay. Even before the launch. Did you guys see this?
Oh, the phones. Yes, this is so good.
Oh,
so
yeah.
This is a classic straight from the SpaceX playbook. I don't know if you guys have seen those SpaceX launches where they supposedly land back on a platform.
Yep.
But in those videos, if you look at people's cell phones, it doesn't have the astronauts on them.
Make it full screen,
no orange.
Ben.
Can you see
yep.
that?
Perfect.
That
Yep.
Okay.
You're good.
So, yeah, and I'm just like scanning around a video here, but like they're holding the phones up, but there's no astronauts in them.
Yep. Now hold on. For people who want to dispute it, real quick, look, you can see the dark gray shirt and the dude's head, and to the side there, you see the dark gray shirt and the dude's head, and in front of him, you see bright orange costumes. That's what I'm going to call them. But in the video, you don't see that. It's directly in front of him. If anything, they're facing more towards the astronauts, and they shouldn't even be getting him in the film, if anything. But they are, but there's no astronauts, but they can see the wall behind them.
Yeah, so there you go. There's some AI right there, and they look real. I don't know what they did with this, but there's clearly something off. It's not a legitimate video.
Well, the astronauts could be real, but maybe the crowd's fake.
Yeah, that too. Either way, there's some trickery going on. It's time to start asking questions. But so that is as they're going to the launch pad. So we haven't even launched yet, and we can already there's already some BS that we're finding. And then we go over to here's actually a funny video I wanted to share of the launch. You guys see this guy? What's his name?
Yep.
Let's see.
Rob Mayhew Comedy. Let's pull this full screen so people can enjoy this.
Yep.
Countdown has started. So
9, 8,
cut to launch.
7.
Engines.
RS-25 engines. 8, 4, 3,
Hold that.
2,
Hold that.
1. Booster ignition. And liftoff.
Cut to nothing. Cut to
The crew
nothing.
of Artemis II now bound
Stay
for
on
the
that.
moon. Humanity's
Cut
next
to
great voyage
nothing.
begins.
Back to smoke. Keep the smoke. That's it. Up. More smoke. Long shot.
Good roll.
That's too clear. That's too clear. No.
Roger,
We've got
roll
anything from the 1950s. Use that camera. Lovely. That's perfect.
Houston, now
Okay.
controlling the flight of
Keep with it. Keep with it. Now pull out. I said pull out. Thank you.
integrity,
Nice.
AMT high.
Just hold that shot. Well done.
Time passing 30 seconds.
They literally couldn't even follow it
Started, so
at the most easy place you could possibly follow this thing. It's not moving fast, and it just cuts out. They can't follow it up. Are you kidding me? Like, it's following the smoke.
It's terrible. But so what I always like to emphasize on is they say the rockets weigh millions of pounds, all this fuel. Think about how much lift that takes.
Yeah.
Think about that downward thrust. In order to lift something, let's just go nice and round, 1,000,000 pounds, you need a minimum of 1,000,001 pounds of thrust because it has to be more than the weight of the object. What kind of concrete are they using under that? What kind of fencing are they using that's inches from this blast radius that isn't being vaporized by this much rocket power and pressure? What are they using to build these things? And why aren't they giving us this technology to build homes in South Florida where I live that aren't getting destroyed by hurricanes? Like, what the fuck are they building? It's impossible to build a concrete slab that can withstand that much pressure under heat. How is this happening?
Of that. The actual material of the base. That's a great question. I hadn't thought of that part, honestly.
Go back to the picture of the very beginning where you see the base where it's lifting off, and it's not this one. This one,
but the last one?
I want to bring this one back up after that because this is another important point where people say they're going around the curve. Look, you can see. So okay, right there. You don't even need to play it. Just pause that. Look at that. All of this stuff that looks like aluminum and all that, probably concrete, everything underneath that. What materials are those built out of that they can withstand enough thrust to lift up this over 1,000,000 pounds? It's more than that. I'm way lowballing it. It's millions of pounds of the fuel and everything, but this rocket can lift it up. But this average materials that we all have access to can withstand this blast? This seems absurd to me.
So do you think that's a balloon or something? Like a fucking... What do you call it?
It could be a. I mean, I think the shuttles were helium because if you go back and look at those, they like literally bounce, and millions of pounds can't bounce without causing an issue. That's ridiculous. And they look like they're floating, and they look like they're busting at the seams. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe they've upgraded. Maybe they're just some really sweet cardboard or composite material. I don't know. But look at that. So right there, what are those little metal things sticking up? Is that the fence? How are those surviving this? What's happening here?
Yeah, the whole balloon thing is interesting because there are some pictures. Wait, so look at, even right there, it's a little bit inflatable.
Yeah, it's bulgy. It's bulgy
It's a
for
little
sure.
weird. And there's some full video breakdowns really going into the balloon theory. And I actually don't have a super strong stance on that, but it makes sense. I mean, you think it's literally a balloon with a sparkler on it, basically?
Yeah, it looks soft.
I
if you
think
go
maybe
back,
the older ones were.
If you go back to the shot of the rocket in the beginning,
like this one
here. More in the beginning.
I just
more. There, it kind of looks kind of soft. The whole fucking structure of the rocket. Like
it does, and so I feel like we skipped over this. Let's think about it for a second. When I said something that weighs that much can't bounce, think about this for a second. You have a rocket, right? Millions of pounds. Something lifts it up. That means once that thing stops lifting it up, it doesn't just settle back into place. That means millions of pounds are uncontrollably coming back down.
Yeah, you got criticism
stopping.
From Hellcat, considering it only has to take that force for all of half of a second, whereas your house has to take hurricane force winds for over an hour. This comparison is the dumbest one to ever be made.
Hellcat is roughly 17 years old at this point. They've been in my comments since they were 15 years old, attacked me relentlessly, and then when I attacked them back, said, "Look, Ted's attacking a kid."
Just for some information, I just Googled, and again, we're using Google here. This is official, straight from NASA. The Artemis II space launch system rocket weighs approximately 5.75 million pounds.
There you go.
I was going to double check because I thought like maybe it wouldn't be millions. It's multiple millions, so you're correct. And it says standing 322 feet tall, funny number, it generates 8.8 million pounds of thrust to lift.
8 million pounds of thrust.
Yeah.
So all of that shit under there while the rockets are firing up, all that pressure, and it's totally fine.
And it's like shake. See how it like shakes a little bit? Wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. Wiggle, wiggle. Think about that. For 1 second, think about that. A thruster. 8 million pounds of thrust. Okay, there's how many divided up, whatever. 2 million pounds of thrust. And it wiggles. What the fuck would happen when 2 million pounds of thrust wiggles? It would fucking break. What bolts are you using? How are you holding that together? What's that material made out of? What's everything made out of when every metal we know on Earth melts way below those fucking points, besides when you get into space? All of that. It's all fantasy. It's all fantasy.
How about those little gondolas coming down there on the left, right from the launch pad?
Oh, that's a good one, too.
That thing?
I love
What's that
and
little thing on the left there?
Of course, everyone's watching the upward motion. They're not watching the other things. Those are going to be like, those are just in case pods. They weren't actually in them. Just in case things went wrong. They could have gotten in them, but they're not anymore. It just so happens to be that it's the same amount of people who are on board.
Yeah, and there's literally 4 of them coming. You can't see from this angle, but there's other angles where you can see exactly 4 of them coming down.
I know.
It's nuts.
Coincidence, bro.
Yeah, all coincidences. I pulled up the second one here of the arc. Anything else you wanted to touch on there before we move on?
No, this is good. This is a good one, too, because this is beautiful.
Yep, so this is the big one for people. And it kind of, here, I'll play it.
I saw it.
But yeah, it goes, so these are people in Florida. They're watching this launch. It kind of just disappears after it goes to that high point.
It disappears.
Yeah. Why can't I see Polaris from the southern hemisphere? You can't even see the fucking rocket from the coast, bro. Come on.
Yeah. And so, obviously, this is a point where people disagree on what's going on here. So, when I look at this, that kind of looks like it's just getting thrown off into the ocean.
Yeah,
no,
personally,
yes.
I think that looks straight out to space, man. They have to go in an angle. There's an angle that they have to aim for.
Yeah. And they say, "Oh, it's going with the curve of the Earth."
Yeah.
And I have a couple of memes for this too. We got to pull the memes up. So, it just doesn't look to me like it's going.
I love it.
I see it going up. I go sideways for a little while. It peaks, and then it looks like it comes back down.
That's just perspective, man.
So if you believe that's the curve of the Earth right there, what do you say about the chemtrails you see in the sky that are in perfectly straight lines? Why aren't they going around the curve?
There we go. Low quality, but right there. Look at that.
That's a good point.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's one I didn't even think of either. Like the Artemis thing is getting me to think of new things. When someone posted this meme and I stole it, I was like, oh, I never even thought of that. All those lines in the sky are perfectly straight.
Yeah, why don't the chemtrail curve? Yeah, why don't they curve?
Yep.
And if you believe that's going around the curve, then the Earth would have to be super small. Because, again, you watch planes go by, you watch boats go further than that. The curve would have to be very close in order for that to be going around the curve. And let's just get into the fact that they're supposedly slingshotting around the Earth. So the thing, gravity, that supposedly sucks you to the ground is now gonna somehow sling you around. Like, I get the rope thing. Like, if you're in a car and there's yeah, exactly. That's the problem I have with it. That's the problem.
And people are not thinking about these speeds, because I Googled this as well. How fast is the rocket going in the first, 5, 10, 15 seconds, where you can see it, like where people could visibly watch it, and it's going like, they say 100 or 200 miles an hour, I think, like a couple hundred max. And they're saying that's going to speed up like hundreds of times when we just can't see it.
Yeah. Once it goes out of your view. And
where is it getting this extra speed from?
The astronauts aren't just passing out because of the G's that they're increasing, because they're increasing from that low to that fast speed. It's all nonsense.
Nuts. And even on, here's another one to share. So, did you guys see how, obviously that first day it was happening, we were all locked in just watching the different videos that came out, and we didn't even get consistency in the videos. Like that one I just showed is from someone who happened to be a flat earther on Instagram. He took that video from the beach, and then at the same time there's videos of it looking like it's going straight up from a plane, which turns out to be AI. So
I remember that video too, when it was like, someone caught the rocket launch from the plane window.
Yeah,
now it's AI.
You can hear the voice of the pilot be like, "Oh, this is so amazing! Like, look at that! Yeah, it's all fake."
Is that a Aloha from Florida video? Oh no, that's not him. Never mind. You said this happened to be a flat earther, and they were in Florida, Ted, so I thought maybe it was him, but that's not him.
If I send you this video, pull it up on your end. So is this one fake too?
You sending me in the private chat?
Yeah, right here. Because this guy, he claims this is real. I don't know, but
let me see.
And I want to see if this is the same one Ben is showing on his video.
Okay, hold on.
It might be. I'm not sure.
All right. So, is my screen up or no?
No.
Here, try stop sharing first. Let me click stop sharing.
No. You can keep. Ben, you can keep yours. We can just pull it down and bring it back up.
Oh, so you have control to just take it down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it up. Okay.
There.
Full screen. Okay. Want to make it big, Vince?
Yeah.
Can you?
It's big.
All right, here we go.
That's probably going to hurt a lot of people's feelings in the moon cult. Don't get mad at me. I'm just showing you videos. I want to first explain a few reasons why I believe NASA lies to us. Number one, it serves as a vehicle for massive money laundering. Number two, it creates the illusion of superior experts that the public is supposed to blindly trust. And number three, because we're dealing with the devil, he has to lie about everything, including the nature of the Earth itself. So you know how every time SpaceX does a space launch, instead of going like this, it goes like this every single time. Why do you think that is? So before we get to this video, you got to watch to the end. Moon cult, don't get mad at me. This is a video real time from someone in an airplane looking down at the last moon exploration.
So is this the one Ben showed, or is this a different one?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
There might have been multiple fake ones from the plane. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a second.
Yeah.
This looks very similar.
Yeah, anything that's showing it going straight up is fake. Because we have.
But I think it's gonna turn.
The parabola. It's looking pretty straight.
No, it's gonna go.
I think this is the same one.
It's gonna go more to the right soon.
Is it?
I think so.
But I think if we put them side by side, it should have been way curved down. But it only took like a minute for it to peak.
Yeah, that's.
I think that side by side, that one is also fake. It might, maybe they had some other ones that showed it curve a little bit, but yeah, it's by now it should have reached the highest point. If we're going by the real video.
Yeah, the people on the ground. Yep.
I can't remember if I actually timed it. It might have been 2 minutes max.
Now again, don't get mad at the people showing
So
you the lie.
now,
Get mad at
Ben,
the people lying.
Do you have
to you?
Do you have movement on your video, on the fake AI video of the plane, or is
What
that
do you
just
mean
a
movement?
picture?
Like if it
Like-
curves or if it's straight?
Like the video that you pulled up with the image of the supposed
Here, I'll pull it up
AI.
again. Let's see.
Yeah.
Share screen.
Oh, good, good.
Yep.
Just to see if it was similar to the other guy's video.
Still going straight. I'm just skipping through so I don't have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
still
it's
goes straight,
already.
So I think it's a different one.
It's already
Yeah, it is
horizontal
a different
there.
one. So it's not the same one as the guy
Yep.
who. So,
But look at the one on the left. Look at that angle. So the
Yeah.
one that you pulled up is fake for sure. Because look how steeply it. I mean, that's like.
unless, oh yeah.
See that one on the left? Because that's the real one that we have confirmed from real people. And it's
what
almost
if it's-
immediately going off to the right.
But could it be that? Oh, hold on. Could it be that it could be from different angles? The one to the left is like from the right of the.
Yeah, but look in the one on the right. It's already above clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, there aren't
There's
any clouds on the other
there.
one.
But
It's
the
way
other
up.
one, the other one where the bald guy showed, it did curve eventually, pretty much.
Eventually, but look at the one
Yeah.
there. That's a
Yeah,
harsh
this
angle,
one
man.
seems to be fake. I don't know. Yeah.
It looks like it's almost starting from 45 degrees, like it's just going straight off.
Yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
fishy, man. This whole thing.
Very much. And real quick, you're talking about Starlink, and I just pulled up a video because I was talking to a buddy who's just starting to notice some things, and he was wondering about Starlink as well. So here's a video about Starlink. Someone caught on their camera.
So if you want to laugh, this is Starlink right here.
What? Is that a balloon?
I found it with my Nikon 1000. There are balloons holding up satellites. So when people tell me we're going to space, here's my response. Here's Elon Musk. Remember that? Where he was talking about we're going to Mars? With balloons?
Yeah. So if you actually zoom in on the Starlink, so Starlink's one of those things that really trips a lot of people up. They're like, oh, those things are orbiting. I can see the little lights in the sky.
Yeah.
But when you zoom into it, it's these little balloons floating around.
It's even
anyone out
beyond
there,
that.
if you can find, I encourage people out there, find your photographer friend, see if they have a good zoom lens. That's the Nikon P1000 and the P900 are also the two that are famous for this. But there's some other ones out there with a good zoom on it, and actually zoom in on that thing. And when you look at I can't remember off the top of my head the numbers. We could look this up of how far away the Starlink satellites are supposed to be, but it's like hundreds of miles, like 500 miles or something. And just think about how far away that actually is, like on land. That's like what, Seattle to Portland, something like that. Like you wouldn't be able to see a car-sized light that far away.
Exactly. I've done videos on this.
Closer.
Like, it has to be like it's on balloons, or there's also from like 2006. There's like videos of the military talking about drones they have that do satellites, and like, oh, they'll orbit around, and they can do it constantly because they recharge by the sun. NASA had drones, high altitude drones that recharge with the sun before the 2000s. They had this in the 90s. They probably had it before that, but they were putting out videos about it in the 90s. So if they had that then, just imagine what they have now. So for you to think that you can see something the size of a Volkswagen at 300 miles away is absurd to me. Even the ISS, people are like, I've seen it from my yard. It's the size of a football stadium at 250 miles away. How do you think you're seeing that? It's impossible. It's ridiculous.
Just confirmed. So it says like 300 miles, roughly 300 miles away. So you're correct. 300. Yeah. That's still really far. You can't see
it's a long
car-sized light that far away.
And that's even so. The ISS and satellites don't have lights on them. That would have to be the sun reflecting off of them and you seeing them at 300 miles away. And it happening. So have you ever taken a mirror and like shine the light? That would mean it would have to be the perfect angle reflecting off something traveling at 17,000 miles an hour, coming back down and you picking it up with your eye or with a telescope. This is insane thought. It's absolutely insane. I don't even understand it anymore. I really don't.
Dude, so quick tangent over onto the flat earth side and the moon, talking about reflections. I'm sure you've heard people talking about how, haven't you seen they shined a laser off of the mirror that's on the moon
Just
and
talked
it came
about
back.
This today.
What?
Have you ever watched that experiment?
I want to watch videos of it. I haven't seen videos.
Well, see, I'm a big believer in like I can't argue it till I look at it. So okay. So this is what they do. They say the astronauts put a mirror on the moon. They showed us pictures of it. And we can shine a laser up there and it will come back. Okay. I'm like, awesome. How do we do this? Can I do it myself? Absolutely not. You go to this place and they go, look, we're going to shine a laser at the moon. And when the feed comes back, you're going to see numbers on this little screen. And they go, boop. And it goes up and they're like, oh, look, it came back. We hit the laser, guys. Like, that's literally the extent of their proof. And they bring that up all the time.
Send that to me. I need to watch this.
We can shine a laser off the mirror they left on the moon. I'll send it to you. I'll see if I can find the same one. But I guarantee you, just Google anyone, and it's going to be the same nonsense. It's absolutely
absurd.
absurd.
How big is this? The mirror supposed to be? It's like
It's tiny. It's
smaller
tiny.
than a football field, right?
I think it's like a bathroom mirror, dude. It's tiny. It's little.
And this is
let me see.
While the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour and flying around the sun at 66,000 miles per hour, we're able to just perfectly hit that little mirror.
Well, obviously, because we're the most evolved people ever.
That's unbelievable. People believe that. It's crazy.
Ted, pull up the link I sent you on the private chat. I don't know if they're serious. They're like, this is not AI. This is real footage of Earth rising from some Japanese lunar orbiter.
Oh, my God. Okay, hold on.
This looks awful, man.
Let me see. Share this tab instead.
It looks horrible.
Add to scene. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Where's yours go, bro? Hold on. Fuck. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
full
this
screen.
One. From the beginning, yeah.
Wow. Incredible. Inspirational.
This is real footage of Earth rising over the moon, recorded in 2007 by Japan's Kayuga lunar orbit. Yeah,
That's what we get.
I'm sold.
That's what we get.
Yeah. Can you full screen it? Just on the small one.
Oh, is it still small, Vince? Can you full screen it?
Yeah, now it's full screen.
There you go. Yep.
Look at
All
that
right,
shit.
we'll pack it up, boys. We got There we go.
We've been wrong this whole time. Look at that. What happened to the pear shape? What happened to the flattening at the poles?
Steroid, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I know.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
ellipsoid they call it, ellipsoid or something.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like
oh, this is retarded. Oh my god.
But it's
anyway.
Real.
Yeah.
It must be.
Shall we go back to some Artemis things? Because I have a couple more videos here.
Yeah. We got
All
like
right.
36 minutes left. What's up with Artemis? Let's go.
Okay, cool.
Before
Yeah,
part
let's do
2. Part 2 next week. Stay tuned. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. So we sort of touched on this earlier, but the amount of stuff that they tell us is supposed to be flying
You
around
know
the
what's
Earth.
crazy is I've totally come from the angle of why don't we see the satellites? I've never thought of it's just always opening new things. How did we get through the satellites?
Yeah.
How
That are
did you
all
map
moving
through that?
10 times the
Yes.
speed of a gosh darn speeding sniper rifle bullet. I just keep saying that, and people aren't getting how fast that is. We cannot comprehend that speed. And 40,000 of them are all moving at that speed all the time in different directions everywhere. And that's only the satellites. There's apparently millions of pieces of little space debris and junk that's up there as
that
well,
too.
going the same speed. So it's literally just a death everywhere that will vaporize you
Not
any
to
second.
mention the alleged Van Allen belts. Those two,
Yeah,
the radiation that they somehow may get through every time
It
unharmed.
may or may not just be NASA's word for firmament. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so
allegedly. Yep.
this would just be insane to have to avoid that stuff. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. How do you even do that? How do you make it through that fucking hornet's nest?
Very carefully.
Without getting stuck. We mapped it out. Actually, in the 60s, it was a black lady that did it. Y'all should praise her. Like, that's literally how they do it. They're like, made a movie about the black lady who worked out the equations to get people to the moon. Like,
yeah.
Come on, this is ridiculous. Nobody is capable of that. And then you're telling us in the 60s a black lady did it who probably wasn't even allowed to have a job at NASA. Like, these things are absurd. It's just ridiculous stuff.
And before Ted plays this one, Ben plays this one.
Sure.
Ted, I sent you another link of Christina Koch. She has this 19-second video of her in the space thing filming.
I got a couple of her saved as well.
Yeah,
she's
we have
been
to bring
just,
her
like, full of fun stuff. She's been my favorite astronaut for sure.
Right?
All right, Vince, pull my screen up.
Yeah,
look at this.
All right, full screen it. There you go.
In case you're wondering, the light that you see on my face is Earthshine.
Earthshine makes you look like a dude. What is that?
In the window.
That's a painting or a screen.
What
outside
continent
of the...
is that?
In case you're wondering, the
Hold on, what continent is that?
Let me see.
Describe that continent.
Yeah, is America tiny this time, or is it?
Is that Africa?
That's always the question.
No.
What I heard they claimed is that that's Australia.
What?
But also, so how much of the ball do you estimate you could see here? So we got 50% would be half, and we're about 3/4 of 50%. So
yeah,
like 35%, 40% maybe. But there's only one piece of land.
Yeah.
Where's all the rest of the continents? Where's all the rest of civilization? And what continent is that? And why don't we see anything but like some grass and dirt? Because we can see grass and dirt, but we can't see concrete and buildings. Like, there should be a gray area there somewhere. Even if you couldn't make out what they were, there should be some gray area there where, like, this is where cities are. It looks different than everything else. But somehow, it doesn't look different. It all looks the same.
Look how it edits after she says whatever she says. Go back to after she stops speaking in the same video, Ted.
Going back.
Yeah. As soon as there's an edit happening when the camera switches. Yeah, look.
In case you're wondering, the light that you see on my face is Earth shine.
Now. Oh, what was that edit?
Was there a tiny glitch there? Wait.
Yeah, there was an edit.
We're gonna have to pause it and
in the window.
Scrub it very.
You can hear it in the sound.
Yep.
Oh, the sound changes.
Yep, that's what it is. The sound. Listen.
Which shouldn't happen if your camera's just flipping. I don't.
Right?
Yep.
Interesting. I didn't catch that.
That is the beautiful
Crazy.
Earth.
Huh.
Why the edit,
son?
Why
I'm
the
learning
edit?
new things today. I'm finding new weird things I didn't even find the first time.
That's what I assumed. With our powers combined. Yeah, go ahead, play yours.
Power Rangers, yeah.
So this one is this our boy True Earther on Instagram. A lot of people caught that when you look at that little plush doll they had, you could see words through it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep.
So that's augmented reality right there. That's a fake.
What the fuck?
Yeah, see
Yep.
that?
What do you think
Like
about the shadow one?
Oh, the shadow
You saw that one,
I think
right?
I got that one pulled up too. That one to me is even better, but let me just
Dude.
any more at the end. Yeah, look at that.
This exposes everything. What the fuck?
The words are coming out of the doll. Yeah, let me see if I have the shadow one somewhere.
And that should be it. But when you show it to the Globies,
It should be it. They're going to come up with excuses. They're going to first try to claim that it's not official footage. Then they're going to try to claim that it was something going on. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, the shadow one with the Earthrise that they called their plushie that they brought to space with them. Because, you know, whenever you go on a military mission, you bring plushies with you, you know.
Yes, you do. And Nutella. It's very
How
important.
How does that container do in the vacuum? How's that working out?
If you open the Nutella,
I'll have to go search that one probably another time because.
Do you think if you open the Nutella, it will spread all over the fucking space station, or would it?
Well, no, because they're they have their atmosphere pressurized.
Ah, that's what it is.
Here we go.
Yep, look.
So
Now hold on. Real quick, I had someone argue with me. Pause it real quick.
Yeah.
I had someone argue with me about this. Like, maybe it was a light angle. Maybe it was this. I was like, it's literally in her hand at one point. You can see the shadow of her hand, but not the shadow of that. Explain to me how light angles do that. And I never heard another word from them.
Yeah, it's crazy. So let's play this. You see the shadow right there.
Yep.
Oh. Shadow's gone. See if you can pull the hand away.
Hands, shadows, but no shadow of the thing.
Augmented reality proof.
Espaciales presenta La Pelotita Sin Sombra.
Yeah, what he said.
Come on. I mean, there's nothing you can say about that.
Dude.
It's so obvious. The only shadow there is her hands.
Exactly. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Ridiculous. Here's
Bad.
I got more. We're just
I love it. Let's just roll with it.
Go.
No rhyme or reason. So there's some bubbles outside the window. How about that?
I attacked this one.
wait,
I was like, literally, think about this. So before we play it, while you're finding it, think about this. Bubbles in space.
Yes.
And people, their excuse for this was, oh, they just sent out the dark water or whatever from the thing. Think about this for 1 second. If you have any brain and you understand what a vacuum is, the second you introduced a liquid into it, it would immediately turn into a gas. Immediately. All of those particles would spread out and they would be invisible. You wouldn't even see, it would just be, that's it. It would be gone in a vacuum. Particles only stick together in pressure. If you put water in a vacuum, any kind of vapor, any kind of gas, any kind of liquid, it would immediately boil and disperse, because just like when NASA tried to test their spacesuit in a vacuum, the dude's tongue started boiling because the liquid on his tongue couldn't withstand a vacuum because pressure and temperature go together. So there is no way in the vacuum of space there could be droplets or balls of water. Period.
Until we watch this video, because it's totally real.
Then it's going to change it all. Come on.
Seeing where we are, it's hard to wrap your mind around. A lot of disbelief up here, just the fact that what we're seeing, where we are, it's hard to wrap your mind around. A lot of disbelief up here.
Again, their words, disbelief.
What we're seeing, where we are, it's hard to wrap your mind around. A lot of disbelief up here, just the fact that...
That doesn't look like space to me. It's
no,
like blue.
Looks like they're underwater.
And there's bubbles flying by.
Right.
So it's almost like that training facility they have of the giant swimming pool at NASA might just be where they're filming this.
Almost.
Seems
almost.
like that to me.
It's almost like that. Not fully, just almost like that.
Suspiciously.
Damn.
It's absurd. You got bubbles outside, and he's saying unbelievable. They always do shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, when you were up there, how was it? It was unbelievable. It was majestic.
It's crazy.
But it was surreal. It was unreal. They always use these words that when you break them down to their literal meaning, it means they're fucking lying to you. Look at when
that makes sense.
Oh, they do that all the time. There's other words I'm forgetting too. They always say unreal. There's another word.
He just says it didn't happen.
Oh, I know. That's
Buzz.
That was an animation. That was an animation. You didn't see that. And then people are like, that's not what he meant. What he meant was like, you're not in his head. He meant what he said.
Could
Vince,
it be the whole revelation of the method thing? Like, they're not lying when they're saying it's unbelievable, it's unreal, because that's what
they're doing. Just there's another one. I got to think of more of them. There's another one people use all the time that it's just like it literally means the opposite. Yes, that's it. It's incredible. It's not credible. That's what you're saying. It was incredible. Like, okay, I got you. You're right. It's not credible. Yeah, exactly. Fuck, man.
So they're telling the truth.
Yes,
it's not
they
credible.
are. They have to. Karmic relief. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, we got 24 minutes left.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Dude's professional.
24 minutes and then 2 hours next week.
Yes.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't even think there's honestly another hour of Artemis stuff. Like, I mean, it's just a bunch of more fake videos. Like,
there's at least another 30 minutes, and then we get into the rest of the stuff that we normally would with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, unless you don't want to come back, bro. If you're not happy, we don't. You know, you don't have to come
back. I'm tired of you guys.
yeah, exactly. I don't need to come back.
I'm getting it out there.
I love this tweet. This is one of my favorite tweets after they landed. So
I love
got
Biff
this picture of
okay, so what is
them
this?
Just looking happy as can be. The tweet says, if I ever come out after being locked in a space closet with no toilet, because we forgot to even mention that their toilet broke, and they were wearing poopy diapers the entire time, like officially.
Yeah.
If I ever come out of being locked in a space closet with no toilet looking this good after 10 days of going number 1, number 2 in my pants, locked in with 3 friends, surrounded by farts, and them going number 1, number 2 in their pants with constant diaper stench, all while trying to float, sleep, and bumping into their loaded diaper with my loaded diaper at night. No running water, weird dehydrated food, then going 30,000 miles per hour in a fireball. I'd expect you'd know I'm lying.
Dude, we've had Invisidon on twice. Go listen to his episodes.
Oh,
he is such a he's a brilliant fucking dude.
Is he good?
He's
follow.
Followed.
You could go back through my fucking posts early on, and I was like, when I grow up, I want to be Biff Don. Like, joking around, like, his account is fire all the time. But, so, I don't know if you saw mine, and I know it's childish, but sometimes it takes childish stuff to point things out to people. They put those two in that picture, and their names are Cock and Glover. Say that 3 times fast.
Cock Glover.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
I've heard that before. Cock Glover. Yeah.
I'm just saying, all the rockets are shaped like penises. It's just like a constant like dick joke. That's all space is to them. It's absurd.
Yeah, there are some good videos really breaking that down. How like it's like phallic worship everywhere.
Yeah, penetrating the firmament, trying to.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what do you think? Do you think that they're not able to get past the firmament? Because I heard people say that like they have an agreement that they're not allowed to go past it. I've heard people say that you can't penetrate it. I don't know. I'm in the realm of I don't know. I just know it's not what they tell us. I don't know if the firmament's a solid object. I know there's water above it. Like, there's a lot of questions, and the more you learn, it brings up more questions. But do you think they're not allowed to, or do you think they can't? Because with Operation Fishbowl, they were clearly trying to break the firmament, sending nukes up, trying to blow it up in Antarctica. You know about that, right? Operation Dominic?
Yeah.
Yeah, Operation Dominic, then Fishbowl, high jump, it all led together to them launching nukes at the firmament. So,
hold on, I gotta pull a tweet up real quick because I actually pulled up there's several videos people can find out there for more digging on this, and this one I found interesting to see that there. So, if we skip forward ahead, I think this was SpaceX if I remember correctly. But if we just I'll just play it from here. Let's play it from over here.
Oh yeah, the explosion.
Okay, so
what is that?
The water explosion.
For people that are watching or listening, especially on Spotify, he's showing a SpaceX launch, and it clearly looks like some sort of splash skimming water thing. So my question is, why do NASA launches look so different than SpaceX launches? Why don't we ever see this? And people are like, SpaceX usually launches at night and NASA launches during the day. This background looks identical to the NASA launch, the lighting in the sky. So why is Elon penetrating the firmament, but NASA isn't? My take on it is clearly NASA's going much lower. We see the parabolic arch that is only going to the Bermuda Triangle, maybe somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Maybe SpaceX is going higher. I don't know, but it's clearly a different thing.
And you guys have seen this Go Fast video, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah, this one.
This is a great one, man. Yeah, this is what the fuck does it hit, man?
Yeah. I forget what time.
They have some bullshit excuse for this, the Globies. They're like, there is something that stops
the anti-spin mechanism. Yes, that's what they say.
Some fucking retarded explanation.
That kicks in. It didn't kick in before that. Yeah. It just kicked in then.
It's exactly 73 miles where all the
Here
math
it goes.
adds up to.
Boop.
That's where the dome would be.
Boom! It sounds like water. That sounds like water.
But... see, I don't even know, because like you're saying, it's hard to say for sure, because what material is that would stop it in its tracks but not just blow it up?
Well,
something
so
weird.
Our understanding of water, yes, but I do think it's something different. I think it's an element maybe we don't get, a more viscous water, thicker, something. I don't know for sure. I don't know if we can know, but I know that there's like sky ice, weird pieces of ice that people have had that are bright blue, that's just frozen oxygen. Like, How does oxygen freeze in nature? How does that happen? Why are these things happening? And if that can happen, is that our border? What is it? There's places in Antarctica where they drilled into mountains and then the mountains closed over them because that's just what happens.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Is that the firmament? Are they drilling in the firmament and then it's closing up? I don't know because we can't just go there. Like, people are like, oh, you can go to Antarctica. Yeah, but you really can't. That's like saying, like, I can go to Miami and I saw all of Florida. Like, you can't really. You go to this little piece and you're not allowed to see the rest. So,
you know what got me hyped up, though, was that streamer who went to Antarctica like a couple months ago. Did you see that? 1 or 2 months ago?
The one where they confiscated his Starlink or whatever it was? Yeah.
I mean, that gets me hyped because I always figured it would be so on lockdown, it'd be impossible to get there. But this guy just rolls up. Obviously, like, they found him and they locked him down and they interrogated him and took all of his stuff, but he made it. So that's going to at least get a few people thinking, especially the flat earthers, like, maybe I should get a boat. Maybe I should try this out. And because at some point we're going to have to just bum rush this thing, like back in the old days. I'm saying
if all of us go,
the security guards trying to stop people from going up on the standing room and everyone just rushes in. We're going to have to do that.
You can't stop us all. But yeah, if we all take boats and go there, you can't stop every one of us. Like, I'm ready for that, man. I'm down. I'm ready to go. Somebody get me a boat. I'm going.
Did you see the video that was sort of buzzing around some conspiracy circles by a guy, Captain Gunn, on YouTube?
I don't know if I did.
I can't remember the name.
I don't recognize that name.
Let me see if I can find this real quick. I'm going to try to pull this up because this was very, very fascinating video for advanced conspiracy theorists only. I would recommend it because he goes deep. Here we go. Yeah, here it is. Let me share my screen real quick. So this guy, I mean, I won't play it, but it's 2 hours long. So this guy basically is going through all sorts of stuff. He goes through history and the Tartaria stuff and free energy, and he's a boat captain. And he's a super deep conspiracy theorist. He's dialed in on everything. And he basically talks about the plan he thinks that we should tackle this thing of going to investigate Antarctica. And he even says that, like, he's going to get a crew together and do this. So it's a really, really good video. And he goes through a bunch of old maps and just analyzes them and like looks at the different parts of these old maps that he has himself gone out on his own boat and confirmed some of these things. So yeah, I recommend that to people. It's Captain Gunn.
Send that to me, dude.
Yeah.
I actually have this crazy theory about the quote-unquote Garden of Eden. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, I do believe in the Great Year, the 21,000-year procession, Prague clock.
Isn't it 26,000?
It could be. I could be wrong, bro. Yeah. Why are you calling me out like that, bro? That's fucked up. No, I'm kidding. But it could be 26. But anyway, so say if that's true, the sun and moon are going like this around a big clock, right? Right at the center where the sun always hit through that 26,000-year procession, that would be the one spot that vegetation always grew, that life always thrived, all of that. So to me, that's the possibility of what the Bible talks about, the Garden of Eden, this great place where things always grow and fruit and food and all this. But I also at the same time think that the reason they allow us to talk about Antarctica is so much is because we need to look at the North Pole. Because when I was a kid,
I agree,
there used to be land at the North Pole. We used to watch videos of people, the first man who put the flag in there. You don't remember this? So
I don't think I learned about that.
Old globes even, you can look at them, and it looks like ice, but it's a land mass up there. Just like Greenland looks like ice. You know, it looks just like that. I watched videos in elementary school of people who, the first people to plant a flag at the North Pole, they're going whoosh, fucking ice and all this. But now, if you look at a map, it's just water.
Nothing.
There's nothing left. But they'll claim that that's because the ice caps have melted and sea levels have risen, but
Climate
sea
change.
levels haven't risen
It's our
at
fault.
all.
We've been using those straws.
I know. It's the fucking cows farting and our whatever it is. That must be it. That's what messed up the whole
Ted,
world.
pull up the link I sent you. I want to see if Ben have seen this video. You've seen it, Ted. But you know, this boat going from Australia to Antarctica, and then
that's a good one.
The military tells them to turn around. Have you seen that, Ben?
I have seen that. I don't know. I haven't really analyzed it. It seems a little bit weird. They're all in T-shirts close to Antarctica.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it be cold? I don't know.
Yeah. Right? So maybe it isn't Australia, but what is it then?
It's tough to say. I have seen that video. I mean, I feel like it's plausible because that's what would happen if you go down there. So maybe it is real. I'm not sure.
What I've heard is people are like, oh, they're from Australia, and that's way away from Antarctica. Well, you know, it is, but maybe, just maybe, when you're that far away. But either way, let's watch it.
Now, you might need to skip a little bit. I don't know.
Keep me thinking,
yeah, now if they're not, if that's not the
I
case.
haven't seen the whole 7 minutes. I've only seen little short clips, so interesting.
Oh yeah, that's the whole
I
thing.
only
But
saw like a 30-second version.
So if that's not the case, then why are they stopping them? What are they near that they're stopping them?
They think you're going to
It's
charge
not
them.
that.
I don't know for sure, but we think
But they sound Australian. Their accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, the temperature.
Look at that
maybe
curve,
I'm
bro.
hung up on nothing there because Australia is really warm. So
yeah, right.
Maybe it is warm down there, and there's just like a big shift when you get to a certain latitude line.
Certain.
You can see the boat there. Look at that curve. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous curve. Look at that bulbous
straight curve. It's a straight curve.
So you can see the boat there. So let's get to the point where they start calling them out.
Rattle, tat, 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 tat.
What deck are we? Oh, look at that scatter.
That's 100% Australians.
Yeah.
Skada.
Oh yeah, for sure. Here they come around.
We're going to board you. Go to go.
No, just say we're out fishing, heading out fishing. No, we're just heading out fishing.
We've all come through this 1,000 times.
That's chemtrail over
Stop
there.
doing
that.
Make it regular speed for that part. Go back.
Just traversing.
Yep, I got you.
Are we late? So we're out fishing, heading out fishing. No, we're just heading out fishing.
We've all come through this 1,000 times.
1,000 times.
Stop doing that.
Send the dinghies out, boys.
And should we read the text? This is the warship.
For people on Substack. Bad boys, this is the warship Hobart. Let me see. You are operating in a restricted maritime zone. And we need you to exit the area immediately.
Immediately.
Send them home. And the same
Thumbs
thing
up.
happens if you try to fly in.
We're going that way.
They say we're going to shoot
Yeah.
your ass down.
Is there a helicopter coming at us now?
Oh, a helicopter.
Is there a helicopter too?
What the he said. Is there a helicopter coming at us?
Chopper.
The chopper.
Yeah, they
Fucking
go after,
GoPro.
and this is why I was so excited when someone, it looks like they got there. They somehow
Right?
made
Yeah.
it through the defense. They found a hole somewhere. And I mean,
It's like
even
the
if-
Truman Show. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
like turn
actually
back,
watched
Truman.
I literally watched the Truman Show for the first time a month
No
or
way.
two ago, which blew people's mind. I haven't seen it until now, but it's a total flat Earth movie, dude. Like It's crazy that there's so many truth people that aren't flat earthers yet watch that and they get all these other things out of it.
Right?
But
Don't
it's a total flat earth movie.
I so thought you're going to be one of my new favorite accounts. Me and you are going to tag team shit back and forth. Because I so thought, because I never saw you and you're just real direct in your posts, I was like, this dude's like a huge account. Like, even though I have more followers than you, I was like, this dude's like a huge account. He wants nothing to do with me. I'm going to ask him. Just throw it out there. Now I see you're on my level. Dude, let's fucking attack it together. Let's fucking get it, dude.
Let's start a new podcast, dude.
Right on. Dude, but isn't there a scene in Truman Show where they say, like, there is nothing more to explore? Maybe
there's nothing more, Truman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the globe. That's what they want you to think. There's nothing more.
Okay, think about it this way, real quick. If you put a dog inside a fence, it stays. Like, it'll go around the perimeter, but it stays. It's like, oh, this is my home.
Mm-hmm.
If you put a human inside a fence, no matter how big you make that fence, make it 10,000 acres, they're going to go one way. They're going to find a fence, and they're going to say, why am I in a fence? I need to see what's on the other side of that. No matter how big their area is, once they find that fence, it's over. So how do you convince them there's no fence? You make it a fucking ball, and that's it. There's nowhere else to go. It's all been explored, Truman. Don't look anywhere else. It's all been there. And it's over. And I bought into that most of my life. And everybody buys into that. And it's like, I think it's to hide a creator. If you go with the Big Bang, you go with you're a speck of nothing and infinite nothingness. And I used to buy that, and I felt like shit my whole life. Because what does it matter? What does anything I do matter when this earth is hundreds of billions of years old and there was dinosaurs and they got wiped out? We could be wiped out at any minute. An asteroid might hit us and then it's all over. Why does anything matter? And then I was like, oh shit, this place is created. Therefore, there must be a creator.
Must.
I don't care what you call it. I don't care what religion you follow. I don't give a fuck. But something created this, even if it's a simulation for the people who believe in simulation. Somebody started the simulation. Somebody cares about you. Somebody's watching over you. Somebody has interest, a stake in what you're doing. It all changes after that, and that's exactly what they don't want. It doesn't matter. They don't care what God you follow. They just don't want you following a God.
Yeah.
Because if you know there's a God, their bullshit politics and their nukes and their viruses and their everything don't matter anymore. They don't matter because we're here for whatever. We're here. It's a video game. It's an experiment. Whatever the fuck it is. I think it's a school, but whatever it is, that's what we're here for.
Clip that,
and
chat.
Then it's
Put
over.
Some inspirational music on that Ray right there. Couldn't have said it better myself. I'm so with you. And I told you last year was the year that I went through the flat earth thing around, like I started in like February 2025. And in January 2025, I was a full-on evolution believer, like atheist leaning, to be honest. I've always considered, I never said I was an atheist. I always consider myself agnostic because I was unsure. But gun to my head, if I had to pick a side, I would have said like, I'm probably going to like go with atheist if you have to pick. But after learning about flat earth, dude, that's out. That's out. And for me it's just the sun and the moon. Like when the fact that we have these two perfect same size luminaries that we now know are not these gas and rock balls flying around nothingness randomly. They are literally rotating in perfect circuits above us to heat the world and to create this yin and yang sign that I talked about way earlier. It's like the exact polar opposites, creating a polarity
dualistic
on Earth. And that is just the most mind-blowing. I'm still thinking about how crazy that is, because that is the most obvious proof that this is a created realm. And
that was a big one to me.
Why we have to get people awake on this, because that it changes your entire outlook on everything.
It's funny because me and Ted used to be atheists, right? You used to be atheist too, Ted, right?
Yep.
And I used to be an atheist most of my life. And now we're all believing in a creator. I'm not religious, but a creator.
And that's another fun question. Is like, to me, there still is a divide between believing in a creator and a God, and which of all these religions is correct. And I'm still kind of that's one that I'm still. Would you say that you don't believe in any of them?
I don't like religion because.
I would say none of them and all of them.
Okay, interesting.
None of them are correct, but all of them have a piece of correctness. To me.
Or they're all telling the same story in a different way, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. It's like telephone, the thing, it comes out.
But my case is this, like, it's separating God's people in groups. You got Christians on this side, you got Muslims. They think they believe in a God as well, But then there will be perhaps a clash, and they will kill each other in the name of God. And who would want that? Satan. The evil one would love that, right? Seeing God's people killing each other. That's why I don't like religion. Fuck that. I just want God. That's all. Anyways, I don't give a fuck who gets pissed. That's what I think.
No, that's good.
Well, I feel that, and I'm still exploring it myself because it's such a brand new one for me. Like literally last year, I was like, shit, there's a God. That's
awesome.
Now what?
That's all you need. That's all you need to know that there is a God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, for me, I still want more answers though. Like to me, there's definitely more pieces to the story because there's still so many other mysteries out there to solve outside. Like, so we've the flat Earth to me locked in. Like we're in a created world. Something, some entity, someone, somewhere created this, and it's interesting you brought up the simulation thing because there's a whole range of possibilities. Like it could just be some nerd in his parents' basement from 1,000 years in the future that just has the most insane AI ever, and there's like all these different Earths everywhere that are just running the same program, and this is
nerd
like normal
theory.
in the future.
You heard it here first. Nerd theory. I fucking love it.
That could be it.
Ultimately,
and there's the whole Gnosticism thing I find interesting as well. I don't know if you guys have looked into Gnosticism, but that's kind of the whole demiurge and the archons, and it's just interesting.
Dude, we should do that in the next episode. Sure. I know you don't want to come back, but we're going to force you. We're going to drag you back.
Yeah. That's the thing I've been watching like at nighttime before bed is just there's a bunch of YouTube channels that are just going through the Gnostic ideology, and it's just interesting. Like
that would be interesting. I haven't heard that much. I've heard the word Gnostic.
It's very different. It's like a big plot twist on Christianity, basically saying that a lot of the things that Christianity teaches are flipped, and they're interesting points. I could send you some videos on it, but like I said, I'm not drawing any conclusions. I'm just exploring now. I think I'm completely open-minded to everything. It's gonna.
You seem pretty open-minded.
Maybe I never will decide what it is, but I'm at least going to listen. I know that there's some really cool Christian folks out there, especially in the flat Earth world, who are hardcore Christians, and they're talking about the Bible, and the Bible is so interesting after looking through all this, because I'm sure you guys have seen there's so many examples of the Bible being way more correct about what we see than any science
I think
book.
It's a great history book. That's what I think. At a minimum, it's a great history book because so much of it has been proven true. But that's how they do things,
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it doesn't necessarily prove to me that Christianity is all true, because it could also just be a bad guy laying out the steps.
The plans.
It could have been.
It could be an
people
AI.
think it was written a couple 100 years ago by like AI or something, like you said. And so they made this really amazing story, and they included the truth in it, and
the upcoming plans. The upcoming plans of this, dystopian nightmare. This mark of the beast, and
which is
how hard is that?
why the I country welcomes the Armageddon, because it'll usher in their Messiah. Everyone has to attack them and destroy them to usher in their Messiah. Like, what better proof? Like, I mean, it's like me going out like. My stake is someone's going to punch me in the face, and then I'm just going to go around and talk to everybody like a complete asshole. And then when someone punches me in the face, I'm going to go, see? My prophecy is true. Well, when you blow up people's fucking kids, maybe they're going to attack you back. Just maybe. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stevens, I avoided saying anything.
Wrong. It's good.
You can't even say the I country. Is that also censored?
No, that's good. I country.
Okay.
I think I country works.
I think it
I
works
country works
for the time being. For the time being,
For now.
But
tiny hats, I think they figured out.
Yeah.
Grok mentioned tiny hats, so.
But I think there might even be an AI looking through all these things, making the connections.
for sure.
Like, okay, they mentioned tiny hats regarding this. Okay, that must be the big nosed people with
their hats are tiny and their noses are big. So
they're
AI
like,
gets
all right,
it.
mark I country now. Like, who the fuck knows? But
who knows?
It's
We'll figure it out when we
coming
get
up
there.
with new funny words for things. They're never going to catch us. You have to be one step ahead.
My personal favorite that I have not yet to make mainstream here is, you know how they call it noticing, right?
Yeah.
So we call them the noticed. They're the
Hey,
noticed.
I like that. That's a good
No
one.
one will catch on.
It's so innocent.
You didn't hear it here first. No one will know. Fuck. No, dude. So for real, I feel like we formed a bond here. I think
yes, sir.
You and I, Vince doesn't really do Twitter too much, but you and I are gonna go through and we're gonna fucking blow Twitter up and we're gonna fucking push this. And you'll be back next Wednesday, 6
Sounds
p.m.
good, dude.
Eastern.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Part 2. We'll have to put part 1 on the thumbnail somewhere.
So I'm just now getting back into the whole podcast recording thing. I took some time off. I don't know if I mentioned that to you, but after the whole flat Earth thing last year, I realized I need to just start from scratch on every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And for me, when I go into that mode, some people would go to the podcast to use that as their outlet, but for me, I just want to, I put the podcast aside and just started watching documentaries about everything every single day, just going down BitChute rabbit holes and just learning about all these different things that I thought were crazy before. Learn about dragons, that's a fun one. All the history stuff, the entire history rabbit hole is just infinite, which is so interesting. And I made a Rumble channel and just started just stuffing it with all the interesting documentaries I found. It has like 3,000 videos on there. Got like 1 million views on it. So just kind of just
put them there for me later.
Yeah. So I've mostly just been consuming like a madman and sharing stuff and sharing a lot of it on Twitter too. And that ended up being really a big boost on my following because I'm able to go in a lot more different directions when I'm not creating my own content, but I miss it, man. I want to get back to recording stuff with cool people. So I'm getting back in that zone.
Stick around.
Yeah,
stick around after we end this.
Sure.
And Ted, pull up the phone booth and all that shit.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, pull it up.
You should have told me earlier.
The chat is over there. You know, we're doing a new thing.
Fucking late to the party, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, you got like 1 minute and 20 seconds to do it.
You would think that my shit would auto-populate this, but
hurry up!
I can't.
Well.
well. Okay, hold on. I got it. I think. Okay, here we go. You ready? Pull it up.
There you go.
Pull it up. I'm sharing it. Pull it up.
There you go.
I can't even see. Go to phonemoonpodcast.substack.com. Check out all our podcasts. We pride ourselves in bringing new thoughts and new things to people. So go check it out. You got 9 million podcasts there. You got tons of bonus content for $5 a month. It's the minimum we could set it at. We want to set it lower. We couldn't. Tons of bonus content, but you got tons of free content. Just go check it out. And then go to, holy shit, Can-Am Bullion. I'm trying. Oh, what is their website? Like, bro. Okay, here we go.
Well, it's loading. I pulled it back a little bit. Hold on. We're professionals.
No, we're
not coming.
At all.
It's coming.
No, it's gone. It's gone.
No, it's coming soon. Wait for it.
Nope.
Well, we're going to wait for it.
There it is. Pull
okay. There it is. CanAmBullion.com. Go, Ted.
Where you get your gold, silver, and platinum coins, bars, and bullion. Put it in your cart and buy it immediately. Don't wait around because you see 1.36%. It dropped in the last time since we've been talking about it, but it's up to $104.92 per ounce. That's a lot of money if you have all the ounces I have. Go there, get it. This is not financial advice. It's just common sense. Go there, buy gold, silver, platinum, coins, bars, bullion. Get it.
Canambullion.com. Canambullion.com. All right. Peace out.